So basic types of materials. As you mentioned, we have metals, ceramics, polymers, and composites. Although about this one we will have a separate topic, so we will not delve to the details now. However, how we can divide them? On the basis of what we are dividing them? We are mainly dividing them on the basis of the bonds between atoms. Yes, not only, but how those bonds are oriented and what are those bonds. Yes, so in case of the ceramics, those bonds are generally covalent bonds or ionic bonds. These are two possibilities in case of the ceramics. What also in case of the ceramics are typical representation of the ceramics. For example, you know the ceramic knives, you know the ceramic plates, you know stones, things like that. Yes, so there are a lot of ceramics generally. Those things are generally hard, stiff. Generally they are stiff. That's better than stiff is more technical word. So they have high stiffness, but usually they are brittle. They are also usually lighter, so less dense than metals. These are the most characteristic things about ceramics. From our perspective, also important thing that usually they are also chemically passive. So there is frequently there is no problem with the interaction between ceramics and our organism. This is also important. Okay, what are the metals? The metals are the compounds which atoms are connected by the metallic bonds. Metallic bonds is generally when we have a bunch of atoms and the electrons are generally freely flowing like a cloud around. What is characteristic about metals? So generally they are usually tough, yes, so hard to break completely. They are not as brittle as ceramic, but they are also less stiff. So stiffness is smaller, toughness is generally bigger. Of course, it depends, obviously. And also quite characteristic is that their properties are changing they are changing with the change temperatures. Although it's true for every material, but here, never mind. So this is metals. Metals also are good in conduction of the electricity, and they are far more chemically reactive than ceramics. So in case of the biomaterials, when we inject the metal thing into the body, there's a far higher probability that there will be some interaction with our organs. And the next thing, polymers. Usually there are chains of the particles connected with the covalent bonds. We have a couple types of the polymers. We'll talk about them generally in a separate topic. But the polymers can be just long chain, it can be branched, or it can be a net. These all are important things, yes, because this will change their properties. How exactly they would be connected between each other. The less of the connections, the more ductile it will be, yes, but less stiff. So when we add more connections, we make it stiffer but less ductile. Generally, polymers are usually ductile and tough thanks to it. Yes, but they are not stiff, usually, of course. We have some stiff polymers, but generally this is a highly, very rich group of the materials. Okay, I suppose for today it would be enough.